welcome back to Old Kiwi Farms, everybody, ladies, gentlemen, or whatever. It's a little bit of, mixed emotions. I've decided to get rid of all my rye. The price has been better than it is now. Right now, $3.56 at the warehouse is the best at this moment. If we look at our economy meter here, it looks like after going through basically nearly a year, the price seems to be pretty flat for rye, straight across the year, not too much up or down. Same with all the grapes, kiwi, rice, rye, sorghum, tomato, millet, mustard, coffee, onion, carrot. All of the so-called specialty crops. Coffee's, it's not bad, 866-ish. Right now we're at, where's coffee? There we go. Farm shop is good price, $1,300. If it stays steady, you know what? In a way, it's good. In a way, it's not so exciting. If you're planning a crop and you know what you're going to get for a price, that's usually a good thing, because then you can decide whether or not you're going to plant that crop. It's kind of a guaranteed return then, in a way. So, and then you can, and if the price is steady all year round, you can just go ahead and sell it right away instead of holding on to it, and you got cash in hand. So, two sides to every coin. Sometimes that coin has the same picture on both sides, but otherwise, yeah. So we've had a bit of a dead spot. Where the crops are growing. We've got a bit of a. Some of our fields had some failed germination in it, not a lot. If we take a look, growth, these blue spots, germination failed. So we got a little bit of crop loss there. Some spots that didn't take any seed for some reason. Now the coffee we plowed out completely and replanted. So that seems to be clear. It's these other areas here that are it's a bit odd because, it could be where the workers tend to, the workers tend to skip over some spots sometimes because for whatever reason. The problems with workers. I think Worker H has organized a union and has rallied the troops, and they're staging a little bit of protest. What do you call it? A not a full out strike, but when you rolling strikes or rolling work stoppage, or where or work slow down, or it's like, okay, well, I'll work, but I'm going to stop every 15 minutes and take a break, or we're going to stop at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and stage a little protest. And then we'll keep working, and maybe that's what they're doing. You can see from up high these little spots everywhere that are kind of just not growing. The coffee, if we want to go take a run over to look at the coffee, it took a while for it to start growing, but here we are. Here we go. It's growing as coffee does. Everything, it's a late spring before anything popped up. Said it was growing, but I didn't see anything. The canola popped into flower this morning, so the bees will be happy. Not that we have any bees right now. Well, we might, but I mean, it's not like there's any maintenance to them. You set them up and they do their little thing. Or maybe you should put some bees in to enjoy the wonderful canola flowers and get some yummy honey. Speaking of honey, I don't know why this just popped into my head, but anyways, honey. And now you get the standard, at least us here, get the standard honey in the stores. I don't know if it's local or, I mean, you can get local honey. That's a thing. But the standard honey you get in stores is basically, I want to say alfalfa honey. Pretty mild flavor, just a pretty, very, very mild flavored type of honey. But you used to be able to get buckwheat honey. Now buckwheat is, and it was a much darker, it had a much stronger flavor, and I used to really well, I still like it. I don't see it in the store anymore. I guess wasn't popular, or they didn't sell enough of it, so, or whatever reason. I don't know why you don't see it in the store here anymore, but I'm guessing buckwheat flowers or has flowers. I really don't know what buckwheat is or what it's used for, other than for honey production. I'm sure it's a crop of some kind. I just knew that I liked that honey. Of course, there's wildflower honey, which I don't know how that tastes, actually. Wild, I suppose. Anyways. We're not going to be getting a whole lot of money off of this rye. Somewhat of a diminished return, I guess. It's not like it was really high, like a high yielding product. It's certainly not the highest. And the price pretty much tanked on it. And now it seems to be pretty much flat, so decided just to get rid of it and use that money for still want to buy another harvester, get 4 of them running, and I'll 100,000. Ouch. Oh well. Tough times call for tough measures. Hopefully the canola price seems to be a little bit more buoyant, shall we say, and we'll hopefully get a fairly decent yield off of that. We've got that new plot of land right up here. We can see it, all that beautiful yellow canola flowers. Of course, they changed the name from when I was a kid for obvious reasons. Some of you may not know what the original name for that was. I'm not going to say it. You'll have to look it up. You may be surprised, or may not. I know my friend there, John Linden there, of John Linden fame. He's got a new farm on Welker there. It'll probably be into by the time this comes out. I'm kind of getting behind on releasing videos. I'm making too many of them, I guess, and I just can't stop playing. So I don't know. I'm just making videos, and then I'm trying to spread them out a little bit, so they tend to get delayed in their release. And then, of course, we did me and Rabbit Rob did some multiplayer fun on Rustic Acres there. So there's going to be a few episodes of that. Got episodes coming out of my ears all over the place. So, but anyways, we're going to have a short little episode here. We're just, like I said, I don't have any other crop per se. A little bit of millet, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to sell off this rye. Basically, it was just a little update on the status of the farm here. Will I look at some different? I mean, the end goal here, as mentioned, probably several times every episode I release, is becoming the New Zealand coffee baron of the area, and that is still the goal, still the mandate, still the future of this farm, as the local ownership group here has directed me to pursue. All this other stuff is kind of like just in preparation, a build up to procuring, buying land, getting it ready for production. I mean, the crop rotations are kind of important, but I mean, there's ways to kind of get around. I mean, if you plant the same crop, I mean, I know you're not supposed to plant the same crop every year, but if you're going to get heavy into coffee, it's pretty much a given, unless you, I guess you could leave it fallow for a year. Not really sure how that really affects, that improves. I'll have to look into that. If you leave a field fallow and then replant the same crop, we'll see. Well, this will give us a little bit of. I mean, we're going to be a little over 300,000 for our rye crop, which is somewhat disappointing, to be quite honest. But I say we're in a tough economy here, coming back, and if we could get that coffee going, the price is good, and I'm told it's a very high yielding product. So we got another 2 fields with coffee in it, and we're going to see what happens. With the weather change as it is, but the new variety of crops that we've planted, hopefully they all synchronize their. Let me say, hopefully they all cooperate with each other, and we will have a successful year. And the last 90,000 liters of rye will go off to be sold, and then wait till the crops mature. I've had my eye on this plot of land up here for quite some time. It's been sitting vacant, basically, with a dead crop of potatoes in there. Of course, we're going to just cultivate them in. It's about $800,000, but we got. I mean, I want to buy another harvester, and then we'll look at purchasing this. We might merge it with that a field just to the south. It would create quite a large field, but I like large fields. It will give us something to do in the post-harvest, well, we like to, usually we have a little bit of time right after harvest before winter sets in that we can do some landscaping work and, ooh, that's gonna leave a mark. So this is the last bit of it. Whoop! I can just take a peek underneath. Oh, that's as far as we can go underneath. Whoop! Back it up a little bit. All right. And there it is, the last $30,000. Yeah, not great price, but it's done. We got our money. We got some capital to work with. We should do okay with, I could say the canola prices, if we just take a quick peek at the canola. Oh, where it is. There it is. So right now we're at the lowest. And it looks like historically the first day of winter is going to be our best price for canola. And if we quickly take a look at the canola, we're running the 600 at the farm shop, 667 at the all-in-one. So decent. And if it's, we're at the low point, so that could mean probably close to $1,000 per 100,000 liters. And if we we should get up and around at least as much as we did for the rye, which was nearly 1 million liters. Plus now we have another entire field with canola. We should top the 1 million liters, and will give us around $1 million to play with. So, and if our coffee turns out, we'll go all in on the coffee. That might be interesting. That might be another a mini series for harvest. But anyways, yeah. So that's our update for our kind of not a whole lot of exciting stuff happening right at the moment. Like I said, we're going to. Yeah, it's too late to plant anything in new feed. We might just buy that field and get the cultivators on there while we're waiting for. I should buy the harvester. Well, I'm going to buy another harvester. Get that ready for a harvest. Hopefully, we have a harvest. And then, with the money we have left over, we're going to buy that field. And I don't want to. Yeah. Anyways, we might just buy the field and clear some trees and so forth and so on. Anyways, I hope you liked that little short blurb. Us just selling stuff. Not a whole lot of exciting, but a little update. Yeah. If you liked it, throw a like, leave a comment, and yeah, just say something. Tell me how you're doing, or whatever. I'm your host, Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's a game. Have fun with it. Till next time, bye for now.